And we are live on the Cooper and Judah Blue Jays post game recap show, which is post game recap number 14. And the Blue Jays won 5-4 today, I believe. Travis Shaw hit a single, but we'll get into that later. Let's start off with our first segment, which is going to be, how does Judah feel with Pat McAfee back on the air?
Pat McAfee. The best news I've heard in my life.
I know.
Wow, I'm really happy.
You're happy I said that. Is your head full?
I
don't drink bubble tea. I used to like bubble tea, but I no longer do.
Why?
I think it just got old on me.
Oh.
Like, you know that feeling where you've had something too much so it becomes, like, not good anymore?
Yeah.
What color is
that?
that?
I know you mean.
What color is that? Because on screen it looks like, don't look in blue.
Black.
Okay, because I think the lights make it look almost blue.
Probably.
So let's start off with the fun fact. So there were exactly 115 new bulbs put in to Salem Field, and they were all 1,500 watts. And we are going to get into later where they all came from.
China. Probably.
We're going to get into it later. Don't spoil. So I felt like that that Salem Field, it looked like a mix of a TD Park and Rogers Center and then it's a mix of Rogers Center and TD Park. Did you feel like that?
Yeah, I liked how it looked. I felt like I didn't feel like we were at the Rogers Center, but I felt like we were getting close to it.
Yeah.
And I like how they had blue walls, and it just looked it looked nice. Whoever did that really did a really nice job.
Yeah. What the hell did I write? So it looks a lot different than when I was there last, because obviously now it's a major league park.
Yeah.
Do you think that the young guys are going to be more comfortable that they're playing in a stadium that they were in for a while?
Yeah, I think Bichette and Guerrero and Biggio are all going to really like it. I think
especially the Jew, Rowdy Tellez.
Oh, yeah. And there's also a guy in the Marlins who they announced in the 10th inning that played with Bichette and Biggio in the minor league system, and he actually had a comment.
John Birdie. John Birdie. He is a speedster utility player. He is a great player. Well, I wouldn't say he's the best player, but he's a good minor leaguer. Yeah, but the Marlins are good at developing prospects, so they were able to help him. And also
they were. Yeah, they need people.
Do you think that Charlie was mentally insane for putting Joe Panik at DH and batting eighth?
I always think Charlie is mentally insane, but this decision I'm not so angry about. I get why he did it, and I think Charlie actually, I don't think he made a good decision, but I don't think he completely fucked it up.
Yeah, but why would he put a terrible hitter hitting below the Mendoza line as his DH, which means one of his best power hitters, and who is actually they said is the worst hitter in the MLB. And
he's not the worst hitter in the MLB.
And he had his DH hitting eighth. Yes, he is.
No, he's not the worst hitter in MLB, Cooper.
I think it was either according to RPS or sorry.
Oh, By statistics, maybe, but he's not the worst hitter.
Yeah, so we already talked about John Birdie reuniting at Salem Field, which I'm sure that he was happy about. So now we're going to take a quick moment of silence to remember in my opinion, the greatest shortstop of all time. If you want, we'll debate that in a second. Tony Fernandez.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tony Fernandez is the greatest shortstop of all time.
Let's stop for a minute. We're going to stop until 28.
You never know.
We're going to stop until 28 for a moment of silence.
Maybe Roberto Alomar, but...
Oh, it's 28. So thank you for staying with us during our moment of silence to remember Tony Fernandez, who is the greatest shortstop of all time. So you were saying that you think Roberto Alomar is the greatest shortstop of all time.
I don't know about all time.
You might want to take that back.
I'm not about all time, but I think he's one of the better ones.
Yeah,
but I think Tony Fernandez.
You said shortstop.
No, he's not the greatest of all time. But yeah, Tony Fernandez is the greatest shortstop of all time. He's a beast.
No, but
it's sad.
My point is that Roberto Alomar never played shortstop. I
mean, yeah, he played second base. Sorry. Yeah, it's sad to see Fernandez. He definitely the greatest of all time, and we'll miss him. We'll definitely miss him.
So, a quick fun fact, Rowdy Tellez played 123 games total in Buffalo, which is most out of the entire Blue Jays roster. Isn't that interesting?
Wow. I'm surprised to actually hear that, but it makes sense. And I bet he was happy to be back there.
So, you guys know that I am a big nerd when it comes to stats and numbers. So, I looked at the dimensions of Salem Field compared to Rogers Center, and Salem Field is bigger and smaller in certain areas. It is smaller in the alleys, which is 367 to left center and 371 to right center. Compared to Rogers Center, the alleys are both 375, but to right and left, both stadiums are 325. Center field in Salem Field is slightly.
No, Rogers Center is 328. Rogers Center is 328.
I got 325 online.
No, it's 328.
Okay, I'll believe you. So in Salem Field, it's deeper to left, but it's shallower to the alleys. So I think that's why all the home runs that were hit today, they were all hit into the alleys in left center.
Yeah.
So Dan Shulman shared a very interesting fact about Buffalo and having a professional baseball team. They have not had a professional baseball team since 1950, guys. This is right after World War II, which was the Buffalo Blues, who played in the, I think he said in the professional league, which sort of was called, back then there was many leagues. So here's a little message from me and Judah to all of you Buffalonians. So I love Buffalo, and I hope all of you are having a great day. I just wanted to confess my love for Buffalo. And
I love Buffalo.
another thing I learned is that New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who I really appreciate, I learned that he's a Blue Jay fan.
Really?
He was his cardboard cutout was in the front row.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, so you see the grandma was there? Of course she was.
No. But
yeah, you know the grandma? You know the grandma was always at the Jays game? Yeah, she was.
She was?
Yeah, she was right next to that little kid.
But you know that Geddy Lee, one of the biggest Jays fans, he was there?
From Rush, yeah, I know. He was next to the grandma.
Oh, did you see the dogs in the audience?
No, I didn't.
So there.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, the dog. Yeah, that was very cool.
I was laughing because I thought that for a second they were photoshopped with human clothes.
Oh really? Yeah, those are real dogs. Yeah, that was funny.
I thought it was like a Photoshop trick. So I don't know if you were watching the pregame ceremony, but the PA announcer went on, and I really liked his voice. I thought he was really good, and I'm excited to hear this PA announcer for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I also like the camera angle, actually. I think a lot of people wouldn't like it. I like the camera angle at Coca-Cola Field.
Yeah, Salem Field.
Salem, but I don't call it Salem Field.
So if you guys didn't notice, in the if you guys didn't notice today, they played a song at the beginning of the game during the pregame intros. And do you guys know what song it was? It was God's Plan by Drake.
Really?
So, God's Plan is a little bit old, guys, and I don't know if they should be playing that.
It's not even such a great song.
Be jinxing their team because it's Drake. And also, Drake hasn't been to a Blue Jay game in forever.
When was the last time Drake went to a Jays game? Like 4 years ago? 5 years ago? 6 years ago?
When he didn't know what the Raptors were, that's when he's a fan.
7 years ago? Yeah, that's for sure.
So I learned that the entire away clubhouse and everything is fully intense outside the stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks for the opposing team. Come on, I would not want to go
it really
to...
sucks for Don Mattingly.
I would not want to go to that team to a field and go have to get in a tent. What the fuck is that? You really did all these renovations and you're still making guys go in a tent? Come on.
So, how did you feel about the new blue jerseys in game?
I loved it. I mentioned it to my dad. It was so cool. I love those jerseys. I wish it was a little... They were using the old Jays logo, but nothing to complain about. And I really like the hats that they were using. The colorway for that.
I just feel like the new blue could be a little bit brighter. It was kind of dark out, so it kind of made the blue look a little bit lighter than I wanted it to.
Yeah, right.
But other than that, I'm fine with that. So do you like the color and style of Danny Jansen's catcher's gear?
Yeah, it was like a dark blue. Yeah, I think it matched his jersey. I think the reason he wore it is because to match his jersey. And it looked cool. Yeah. I really liked it. And he had the Jano.
I just feel like it's a waste of money to get him a whole new catcher's gear just for one jersey. Yeah.
It's the MLB. It's fine.
Yeah.
And it had the Jano, the Jano.
Yeah. So do you believe that Buffalo should get their own expansion team?
No.
I feel like they might be fit for a team.
No. There's not enough people in Buffalo, and they wouldn't get enough attendance.
Yeah, supposedly in the 80s, they were really close.
No, it's the 80s, Cooper. They're not getting one.
I think they could. Look at look at Bills Mafia. I know you aren't a Bills fan, but just look at Bills Mafia.
There's another team 2 hours away. They're not going to do that.
Actually, less than 2 hours, but...
Less than 2 hours. They're not doing that. They won't make enough money.
I think they would.
No, they definitely would not. I know they wouldn't.
Because that field is fit for the MLB as long as they just put another grandstand on top.
The next team that's gonna get an expansion team is Montreal.
Yeah.
Which, for sure.
Or Vancouver.
No, Montreal.
I would give
Montreal has what?
I would give to both Montreal and Vancouver.
No way.
Well, if they don't give to Vancouver, I would give it to Portland.
Yeah, but they're gonna give it to Montreal. Yeah, Montreal had a team. You see what freaking happens when the Jays go and play there? Holy crap!
If they're gonna expand, they would probably expand in pairs, so they don't have an uneven number of teams. Look at the NHL. Look at how bad it looks. Only having 31 teams for now.
32 now.
Well, right now until the offseason after this one. The Seattle Kraken, guys. The Kraken.
Playing at the Crack House. They're gonna play at the Crack House.
Yeah. I swear, whenever I remember that team, it always reminds me of my butt crack. Get it? Kraken, butt crack. I know I'm dirty. So supposedly, Buffalo was the first field to use the retro classic design that almost all the new ballparks use now, like Camden Yards, PNC Park, Citizens Bank Park, even Minute Maid and New Texas Stadium. Buffalo was the first team to start with the retro classic design.
Let's go.
Because they were the first ones to use that architect. I thought that was interesting. Another cool fact about Salem Field is that the umpires in the game today, they came in on golf carts from the outfield.
Yeah, I saw that. That was weird.
I didn't see it.
I don't know what the hell.
But Dan mentioned it.
I don't know what the hell is the point of that.
So here's probably the coolest point of them all. So, you know all the lights and a lot of the other stuff that they got? That wasn't new.
Nope.
That was from the Field of Dreams field.
No way.
I'm not joking.
Don't even mention the Field of Dreams, so that makes me sick to my stomach every time I hear that that's not happening.
I'm not friggin' joking.
That's crazy.
The Blue Jays supposedly called the MLB to see what they're doing with all the new stuff that they put in.
That's very smart.
Yeah, I know.
That is really smart.
Yeah, I know. We gotta thank Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro.
Thank you. I'm making a good decision. Well, every time that I hear the Field of Dreams and how that's not happening, it makes me sick to my stomach. I wish that was happening so fucking badly. Oh, it's amazing. I really wish that that could have happened.
If you build the field, he will come.
Build
it and he will come.
Oh, poopy.
So they mentioned today, and I saw a few news articles saying that the MLB is looking at having a playoff bubble. Do you think that they will do that, and do you think it's a good idea?
Playoff bubble actually sounds kind of stupid, to be honest.
Like, you see the success that the NBA is having with the bubble and the MLS.
I see the success, but it's hell. It's hell.
Yeah, but the NBA, that's not hell. Do you see how luxury of a life they're living?
It's not very luxury.
And look at the NHL. They don't look like they're doing too bad. And they're in Toronto.
No, it doesn't. I don't think the NHL is doing too bad, but yeah, playoff. If they're not doing a bubble now, why the hell do a bubble then? No, I don't think they should do it, and I think it's
for the playoffs. It is a good idea. So
I don't know if it's a good idea. I wouldn't.
I think it's a good idea. So, if they were going to do it, what would be a good location for it?
Probably somewhere hot, maybe like LA.
So, they mentioned LA, but I actually think it's a bad idea.
Why? Because such a big city.
That and look at how many corona tests California has.
But they're in a bubble, Cooper, so they can't get it. They're in a bubble.
Still,
if I could put it anywhere, if I could like put it anywhere, it would be Pittsburgh, just because it's a nice field.
Yeah, but
like,
they don't have the infrastructure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's up to them. Maybe you put it San Diego, because there's less cases there.
That Pittsburgh doesn't have a lot of hotels.
Yeah, I'll put it San Diego then.
I'm just scared of that whole Cali area.
Nah, it's fine.
I would say probably Arizona.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, Arizona. Yeah. Arizona or San Diego, in my opinion.
If you really want to go crazy, I know this is kind of stupid. You could bring it to Toronto. Use the NHL's facilities.
Yeah, but the Canadian government will not allow that.
They allowed the NHL to do a bubble. They'll allow the MLB.
No, they won't allow two bubbles. Trudeau's too much of a pussy.
No, but the NHL will be over by then. Think?
Yeah, I understand that, but they're not going to do it again. Trudeau was hesitant on this anyway. He's not going to do it again.
It hasn't affected us at all. I think it'll be fine.
I know. I think they should do it, but I think Trudeau's too much of a baby. And Toronto doesn't even make the playoffs. What the hell's the point?
That's the point. We would see a World Series in Toronto.
Get out of here.
And that means we get to have even more journalism coverage.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it will happen.
I hope. I really, really hope. I'll be surprised though.
So our LOL call of the day. Officially, it's our LOL call of the day, everyone. So Jonathan VR decided to be a fucking idiot today and decided to lay on Lourdes Gurriel Jr.'s leg to try to stop him from stealing a friggin' base.
What a loser! What a loser!
And he got away with. That's the even worst part about it.
Like, how stupid are you that you need to step on people's legs and almost end their career? That could be career-ending to stop a stolen base. They are stopping a pussy, dude. If it was bad stepping on someone's leg, yeah, it can get bad, Cooper.
He laid on his leg. He didn't spike him.
It doesn't matter if he spiked him. He still laid on your leg. If he cracks something in his leg, that can be bad.
More is that Umpy, they didn't even let Lourdes go back to the bag.
Yeah, that was the stupidest thing. I'm just really gotta get their head out of there.
I know it wasn't Angel Hernandez, but
it wasn't.
Fired.
Hey, Umpy.
Get that ass off the field, guys. I know it's like Trump.
Oh, you know who umped my game today? The head of umpiring in Thornhill.
Oh, what's his name?
Black hair, black beard.
Is his name Daniel?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention that.
Why?
So
what?
No, my next note. It's irrelevant.
Oh.
So, Hyun-Jin Ryu today, guys. He looked good, but not great.
He looked good. He looked solid. I was impressed.
Yeah, but he just wasn't like great like he was in his last start.
Yeah.
Because that was like vintage Hyun-Jin Ryu.
That was Hyun-Jin Ryu that we all know and love back then. I think he'll do it next start. I think he just needs to settle in a little more.
I just want to look at the stats on my phone, guys. 1 sec. So Hyun-Jin Ryu today pitched 6 innings, 1 run, 2 hits. That's pretty good. 2 walks. 7 strikeouts. I wish he had more, but that's fine.
Some
92
strikeouts is
pitches.
enough.
That's very efficient over 6 innings.
93 pitches?
Yeah. 92.
How many? Oh, 92.
And remember, he did not get the win because of he who will be named later.
Yeah.
He'll be getting a roast later. Let's not mention him yet. So I didn't put this next guy in on my script, but I just want to talk about Justin Schaefer, former Blue Jay. He looked pretty good as a Miami Marlin. How did you feel?
Yeah. Pretty impressed, actually. It's hard to settle into a place like Miami right now, and I was pretty impressed. I think he's doing his job well. He's doing his job more than well, and yeah, I was pretty impressed. I like to see that in Schaefer. It's nice.
So, did you see the Jays Care total for the 50-50?
What was it?
It was over $1 million.
No way.
And it increased in one night by over 300,000.
Amazing! That is amazing. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
A lot of people watching the game.
Yeah, obviously. Wow. Great.
So, if you guys didn't notice, Mel Stoudemire, former Blue Jay, I believe. Yep. Mm-hmm. He's the Marlins pitching coach now. I thought that was really cool. I'm sure you probably found that
cool. Very cool.
Our next thing is about our leadoff hitter and future on base percentage champion, Cavan Biggio. He had his first double and first extra base hit of the season.
Yes. Other than a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he ripped a nice line. Biggio, that's what I expect from him. He's that kind of guy. He's not going to overpower you. He's not going to. Yeah. He's not going to get.
He'll use his eyes.
He'll use his eyes. He'll take a walk. And if you give him the right pitch, he's going to rip it. And that's what he did. Biggio, that's what I expect from Biggio. And I like seeing when someone does, and I like seeing someone improving like Biggio. And I'm just super impressed by Biggio right now.
So Bobo's 3-run home run. How did you feel about that?
Well, that was pretty good. I like that. Bichette, that's what I expect from him too. He's the kind of guy that can hit a dinger. He'll hit a dinger. He's a small guy. He's a powerful guy.
He'll also hit for contact if he needs to, and he can run in. He has an arm.
That's why he's an all-around solid player.
And a future All-Star and MVP. He'll be the third MVP in Blue Jay history.
Oh, I hope. I really hope.
Mark my word.
I'm marking that.
So now we're going to talk about a Miami Marlin player that this fun fact really surprised me. So Eddie Alvarez, he is the first baseball player to ever participate in the Winter Olympics, not Summer Olympics, the Winter Olympics, guys. And he's from Miami. He did speed skating and he finished with a silver medal.
Wow.
And
so
then,
he's good.
And then he decided to just leave speed skating because he had chronic knee pain to go play in the MLB.
Wow. That's inspirational. Wow.
Like, he actually made it.
That shows you can do anything.
Yeah, that shows a true athlete and true dedication. Yeah. And he actually almost had to fully end his athletic career due to his knee problems.
Wow. Congrats, man. That's a good accomplishment.
Well, let's give him a round of applause. Now I want to talk about another amazing performance. Jordan Romano this season.
Yeah.
He has been excellent.
Perfecto. Super impressed with Romano.
He is not allowed to hit.
Super. Isn't allowed to hit?
Yeah, they mentioned it.
Oh my. Wow. Wow.
You're looking at the stat right now?
No, I'm not looking at the stat right now, but wow.
I haven't checked it, but they mentioned it, so I'm going to trust what they said.
No, I trust what they say. Wow, that's... Okay, I'm just doing something right now, Mom.
By the way,
wow.
we're going to be done in probably under 10 minutes, so you can tell your mom that.
Okay. I'll keep going.
So since we talked about a very good performance in Jordan Romano, we're going to talk about a very bad performance from someone who should be good. Anthony Bass. He looked like Shun Yamaguchi.
Not impressed.
I got Shun Yamaguchi vibes, and that is not good.
I'm not impressed.
He had absolute zero command on any of his pitches. He gave up walk after walk after walk. And then allowed a home run to a backup catcher who almost retired due to chronic concussion injuries with the Pirates. It was Francisco Cervelli. If that isn't a meme, that's a meme right there.
Oh, Cervelli.
That's a
that's actually really...
your entire closer situation.
That's actually really funny.
And I hope that Anthony Bass gets the boot or gets the talking from Pete Walker, or I'm gonna get mad at Pete. I'm not talking about Big Meat Pete Alonso. I'm talking about Pete Walker, guys. Not Big Meat Pete. Remember that, guys. Sorry, I'm just appeasing all the Met fans. The New York Mets, everyone! The New York Metropolitans! So now we're going to talk about one of the best managers in MLB, who did not look like the best manager in MLB. Don Mattingly. He looked like he was overthinking things. He looked like he was definitely outplayed. He was trying to. I
think he was a little surprised with the Jays.
He was trying to run such extreme shifts and extreme stuff. I know he's an infield genius, and he's probably one of the greatest first basemen of all time with the Yankees. And the Marlins are like a clone of the Yankees, just like how the Detroit Lions are a clone of the Patriots.
Yeah.
But Don Mattingly definitely overcomplicated things. 1 second, I have to go talk to my annoying father. Give me 1 second, chat. You appease them, okay?
Okay. Watching some Fall Guys.
Hello. You're yelling on my screen. Why are you calling me? Why were you calling me? Hello, how are you? I'll take dog for W after my stream. Yep, love you. Jesus. Should we talk about our good friend, what's his face? Where's my note? Here it is. Anthony Bassmore, or oh yeah, we're talking Don Mattingly crazy shifts.
Yeah. Crazy shifts.
So he was running 5-man infield and making John Birdie run so much that I'm surprised his leg didn't fall off. And I couldn't believe that he switched his outfielders around in the middle of an at-bat.
Yeah, what are you doing? You don't do that, man.
Yeah, you don't make the game just stupid. Pause. I think Manfred should suspend him.
That's overthinking.
Yeah. That's like a what's his face manager of the Giants. We talked about him.
Oh shit. Gabe Kapler.
Oh yeah, Gabe Kapler. He's overthinking things like Gabe Kapler, but a much older version of Kapler.
A less buff.
Yeah. Yeah, but Mattingly's pretty buff too.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess. Mattingly's a smoker.
Obviously, he's a smoker. All players from that era smoke. He's back then smoking a pack or two of Marlboros, whatever it's called. It was cool back then. Because it's so cool to smoke, kids. Don't smoke. Don't smoke.
Smoke, 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 smoke.
Remember,
smoke.
stay off the weed, boy.
Stay off the weed.
So I don't know about you, but I love in extra innings how the Blue Jays use small ball to score. First, we obviously had Anthony Alford sub in for the DH that's been there.
And finally, in extra innings, Charlie Montoyo gets him with the bunt. Finally.
Yeah, I was about to say, Danny Jansen bunted on. He bunted Alford over. Then Biz walked, and then Bichette walked.
Yep.
Well, Bichette was an intentional walk, I believe, and then what's his name? Travis Shaw was up, and Travis Shaw singled them in. And I couldn't believe that Birdie just abandoned the ball. I honestly felt like that's disrespectful. I hope Don Mattingly gives him a massive slapping on the ass.
I don't think it's fine. I think a lot of players do that when it's extras.
Yeah, but you should at least care. You shouldn't just completely run away from the ball. That's like you don't show that to kids on national television. That's a bad example for children.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I wouldn't want a child like you to be watching that. Do you have anything else you want to mention? Judah?
No, just they faked a hard and no, just that they beat the really hot Marlins. I'm impressed, and nice to see Coca-Cola or Salem feeling good there.
So, do you want to talk about your game now?
So, yeah, my first game against the Von White Reds. The one at bat, single, 0 runs. Cooper, are you gonna make?
Am I gonna make what? I can't hear what you're
gonna play house
next year.
Please.
It's hard to hear you. It keeps cutting out.
Are you house league next year?
It depends. Depends if Gordon Chang leaves. So, guys, I think that's gonna be it for our stream tonight. We're gonna end it here, okay, guys? Love you all. Bye.